Why you need a business lawyer for your business. As soon as you step into the business world, you likely get many tasks and responsibilities. Managing a company is not a simple task to do. It takes hard work, ambition, and persistence. Legal issues are just one of the things that need to be taken care of when running a business. This means that there will always be a lot of unknown. If you just begin a new company, it's unlikely that you will know about each of these things, and that is why we recommend taking guidance from an expert in this area. The most effective way to keep up with the unknowns is to hire a lawyer specializing in corporate law. They do not just keep you from getting sued, but they'll also give you a sense of security. Having a trustworthy and reliable lawyer to take care of legal issues makes it more straightforward to concentrate on the important tasks that will help your business grow. Don't stress if you do not even know where to begin. We just get it. Having a lot of corporate activities can drive you crazy. We'll explain why it's a good idea to hire a business lawyer so that you can make the right choices. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, starting a business. You must select the appropriate legal entity for your company and industry as a new business. Do you need a limited liability company, or would you be better off with a corporation? Should you just run your company as a sole proprietorship, which is how a company owned by one person is usually set up? Or should you enter into a partnership? Do you want to help people in some way? If so, you might be able to work as a charitable corporation or organization, so your legal and financial duties will depend on how your business is set up. This is essential when other individuals are involved. Number 2, liability. One reason to start a company is to limit how much personal responsibility you have for running a business. As a company grows, so does its responsibility for what it does. Depending on the company's nature, type, safeguards, and hazards, the owners and shareholders have distinct roles. If you don't understand precisely how you are personally accountable for the company you own or help run, you could be in for some terrible shocks in the coming years. Number 3, agreements. There are many different kinds of contracts and agreements that businesses make. People within the company, like shareholders and investors, and people or groups outside the organization can sign these kinds of agreements. It's not straightforward to ensure that you have the proper contracts to safeguard your interests and completely comprehend your obligations and the legal implications. Make sure you have the appropriate agreements in place so you don't encounter a courtroom someday. Number 4, taxes. Not every business pays the same amount of taxes. How you are taxed will depend on how your company is set up. Depending on your field and the type of company you run, you may also be liable for other types of taxes. Your duties to the IRS are the final place you would like to come up short. Number 5, registration and getting a license. Not every company can just open its doors and begin earning money. They have duties and responsibilities to their state and local governments. In a lot of states, businesses have to register with their government agencies. Even if you don't have to register with the state, you might need a license for retail, wholesale, specialized services, etc., depending on the state or local laws. Number 6, e-commerce. Since more and more people are using online platforms, it is sensible to make your web present, even if it's just a tiny part of it. Do your digital sites have the right rules for how they can be used? What guarantee can you and your customers get from using your e-commerce portals? When you do online business, you take on a wide range of obligations with your clients and interact socially that are legally binding each day. So how safe are you? Number 7, trademarks and intellectual property. You could have been motivated to begin your own company because you wanted to develop a product that is different and holds up in your industry. Before actually queuing up for competitors or moochers to use your brand, or maybe something nearer to it, it is smart to safeguard your intellectual property just as you would safeguard some other estate you own. You do not have to be in the company for 5 to 10 years before you think about copywriting your company's names, logos, and tagline, which is so important to its expansion and success. You must sit down and think about it. Right now, before you are required to initiate legal proceedings against people who steal your ideas, or perhaps even before you accidentally steal someone else's ideas. Number 8, doing business in the other states. If you operate a company in more than one state, which is common for many e-commerce businesses, you might not get the same security in each state. Even if your hometown or the state where you started or registered your company gives you specific safeguards and perks, that doesn't indicate that other states where you do business will do so. Some companies that do business in more than one state need to be registered or licensed in every state where they operate the business to limit their risks and safeguard their businesses. Number 9, autonomy. If you have the right legal papers on the spot and determine how you would like your business and company to operate, some things will be resolved for you. If your company's charter, agreement, or bylaws don't cover some things, many states have adopted uniform laws that will mainly fill the gaps. So you will have to adhere to guidelines you don't understand. Establishing your internal governance papers is important so that you don't eventually wind up being ruled by laws that could not be in your best financial interest. Number 10, Money and capital. There are various things to consider for each type of business entity when it comes to getting money and dividing it up. Compared to limited liability companies and other corporations, non-profit corporations work differently and have to think about capital differently. Still, money remains a big deal, and when a company starts up, it's important to make smart investments. This involves building up the company's infrastructure and spending money on expert, creative legal counsel who can assist you in achieving your objective by offering you the groundwork you want. So these are the 10 reasons why you need a business lawyer for your business. If you want your business to expand, do well and be safe, you need a lawyer. A small company attorney is an excellent thing to have for your small company. Contact Mole Law today and find out more regarding small company law. So that's it for today's video. What do you think of today's video? Let us know in the comments section and hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this one. With that, I'm out.